Yeah, I can tell that your cafe has been really crowded, especially after that one influencer reviewed your cafe on the TikTok, right? Congrats, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Shu. I'm forever grateful about this. But honestly, with higher sale comes a stress, you know?
Why?
Especially when it's come to the tax season around the corner.
That's part of being a business owner, Sharifah. You're still operating as a sole trader, right?
Yes, this business is under my name apparently.
In this scene, we learn that even though Sharifah's business is growing and profitable, success also comes with greater responsibility. As a sole trader, she must manage her tax obligations properly and understand that business growth should be supported by honest financial reporting and ethical behavior.
Okay, girls. So let us review your full business income before we submit your tax return to IRB. Okay, so as a sole trader, everything you earn from this cafe, you must be declared. So you know that, right?
I already prepared the figures. I declared the income that only went to the bank account.
Only went to the bank account. What about your daily cash sales? There must be customer who paid in cash, right?
I didn't include all of them though.
Why not?
When the customer pay cash, I usually use the money immediately to buy ingredients and use it sometimes for certain expenses. So since it never went into the bank account, so I thought I shouldn't count it as an income, right?
Sharifah, girl, okay, look, all sales, doesn't matter whether in cash or cashless, are all business income. You got it from your daily business activity at this cafe, right?
But my costs are high. Rent, raw materials, utility. If I declare everything, my tax will definitely increase a lot. Not just that, I'm just a small business owner. You know, like under-declared income wouldn't hurt anyone, right?
Being small doesn't exempt you from honesty. That's not tax planning, that is a tax evasion.
I also claim my personal phone bill and some household grocery as a business expenses. I thought it was fine that since I work long hours for cafe.
Okay, so, look, personal expenses cannot be claimed as a business deductions, okay? Because that misrepresents your taxable profit.
I wasn't trying to be dishonest.
Okay.
I'm just afraid that I wouldn't survive if I paid too much tax.
Alright, okay, so it's okay. I understand your fear, but adapt means doing what is right even when it is difficult. Adapt. So you are allowed to deduct the legitimate business expenses, but hiding income like the cash sales you got from your customers and claiming personal costs is very not ethical.
So integrity means declaring everything honestly and truthfully and paying for what is right.
Yes, exactly. So not more, not less, just right, okay?
In scene 2, we learn that Sharifah under-declared her cash sales and mixed personal expenses with business claims. This shows two key mistakes, which are firstly, not recording all business income, and second, claiming personal costs as business deductions. Through Shuhada's guidance, we learn that this is not tax planning but it is tax evasion, and it goes against integrity and fairness.
Let me ask Rada.
Oi, Sharifah? Hello?
Hello,
Hi, Sharifah. Why?
Sure, I want to ask you something.
What is it, Sharifah?
I've heard that some business owners reduce tax through tax avoidance. Isn't that what I'm doing?
No lah. Tax avoidance means using legal and approved methods such as incentive or legitimate deductions. But all income is still be recorded honestly.
Oh, so if I don't declare some income, Is that also tax avoidance?
No, obviously that becomes tax evasion because you are hiding your income and altering your records. However, tax avoidance follow the law, but the tax evasion breaks it.
So ethical tax planning is allowed, but honesty must always come first.
Yes,
right?
exactly, Sharifah. Integrity and adab must guide every decision that you make.
Okay, thank you for your information.
Okay, bye. See you soon.
Bye. That's a good point.
In this scene, the difference between tax avoidance and tax evasion is clearly explained. Sharifah learned that tax avoidance involves legal and transparent methods of reducing tax through approved incentives or deductions, while tax evasion occurs when income is hidden or records are manipulated. The scene emphasizes that ethical tax planning is acceptable only when honesty and integrity are maintained, and adab requires taxpayers to act responsibly and truthfully in managing their tax affairs.
Good afternoon. Are you Miss Sharifah?
Yes.
I am Miss Atira from IRB. So don't be shocked. This is not an accusation.
Oh, you are from IRB?
Yes.
Is there any problem with my tax return?
Okay. So Miss Sharifah, during our review, we noticed that your declared income does not fully reflect the level of business activity at your cafe. Certainly, based on our observation, daily cash sales were not fully declared and some personal expenses were claimed as business deductions.
I understand. Actually, I did not keep a proper record and I made the wrong assumption.
As a sole trader, all business income, including cash sales, must be declared as personal income. Okay? Personal expenses should not be deducted.
So, is there any way for me to correct this?
Yes. The law allows a voluntary disclosure. If you correct your declaration honestly, the penalty will be reduced.
Thank you for explaining this respectfully. I want to make things right from now on.
Okay, that is the right attitude. Tax compliance works best when taxpayer cooperate with integrity.
In scene 3, Miss Atira from LHDN stepped in professionally and fairly. She explained that all income, including cash sales, must be declared and personal expenses cannot be claimed. This scene highlights the importance of voluntary disclosure, where taxpayers who correct mistakes honestly may receive reduced penalties and a fairer outcome. In scene Ms. Sharifah, this situation is not uncommon among sole traders, but how you respond now reflects your integrity.
I was afraid of paying higher tax, so I choose the easy way instead of the right way. I know I'm wrong.
Adab teaches us honesty, fairness and responsibility. Paying tax is not a punishment, it is a contribution to society.
Yeah, proper records and honest reporting protect your business in the long term.
When the taxpayer act transparently, enforcement become guidance rather than punishment.
I realize now that avoiding tax only creates waste and stress. Honesty gives a peace of mind.
Exactly. Ethical business practices build trust that comes with authorities, customers and yourself. A fairer outcome. In scene 4, Sharifah reflected her actions with guidance from the senior tax advisor, Miss Aini. Here we learn that adab emphasizes honesty, responsibility and fairness. Paying tax is not a punishment, but it is a contribution to society, and ethical practices build trust and peace of mind. In the final
I have corrected my tax declaration, declared all my income honestly and separated my personal and business expenses.
Yeah, that's the correct and ethical way to operate as a sole trader, Sharifah.
Also, this shows responsibility and integrity. When taxpayer cooperate, the system becomes fair for everyone.
That is the true practice of adab, in which we should do what is right even when it is difficult.
I have learned that honest tax declaration protect my business and my dignity.
Okay, so guys,
Honest tax declaration reflects integrity, fairness, and adab in business.
In the final scene, Sharifah corrected her tax declaration, separated business and personal expenses, and kept proper records. It concludes that honest tax declaration protects both the business and personal dignity, demonstrating the true meaning of adab in taxation. Overall, the story teaches us that honest tax declaration reflects integrity, fairness, and adab in business. Ethical behavior not only protects our business, but it also strengthens our dignity and our relationship with the tax system.